is the Mark Levin Show. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one. It's nice to have you with us wherever you are around the country. And we have so much to talk about tonight, but also if you want to call us, you can always do that as well. 877-381-3811. You can call us there and give your thoughts. You can also follow me on X at Ben Ferguson Show. I check that throughout the entire show. So if you want to sound off on X, you can do that as well. And on Instagram, Ben Ferguson Podcast. There. Now you know how to get in touch with me. And with that being said, let's get into it. All right. There's a new report out that NewsGuard, and I'm going to explain what NewsGuard is for you in a second. But they want to empower AI censorship. And you may say, why do I care? It's a great question. There is an AI race that's happening right now in this country, and it's also an AI race that's happening in the world. There are a couple different misconceptions on AI, and I want you to understand that a lot of this is actually coming from our adversaries. AI, you want to win on. You want to control it. You want to be the victor, because if America doesn't win, guess who is going to be the victor? It is going to be China. And China will use AI to absolutely push their propaganda, not just on the United States of America, but people around the world. So if you ask AI a basic question about something, imagine the power you have if you slightly alter that answer with propaganda. Now, it may be subtle propaganda, but over days and weeks and months, you can change an entire generation because of the answers that AI is giving you on a multitude of issues. It could be on tax cuts. It could be on social media censorship. It could be on drugs. It could be on abortion. Like, the list of things that you could have influence on is absolutely massive. It could be, for example, on is socialism or communism or Marxism really that bad, right? Well, you could make it seem like maybe it's not that bad. And you can do these types of things. Now, this is important for you to understand. There is a lot of propaganda that we've learned about that's actually coming in to the United States of America from our adversaries trying to get Americans to actually be against AI. How do we know this? Well, we've actually busted them paying for propaganda. I'll give you an example. There is a lot of polling data that's shown, because of propaganda coming in from China, that many Americans are saying they don't want these AI super centers in their neighborhoods. They don't want them built because they say it's going to drain all the natural resources. It's going to suck up all the water, and it's going to suck up all the electricity, and you're going to have blackouts. Now, that is actually, in the old school technology, could be accurate. In the new technology that we're building in the United States of America, that isn't accurate at all, like not even close to accurate. Let me explain now how these AI tech centers are being built. One, they're being built with what they call a closed loop cooling system. Now, you may say, okay, Ben, why do I care? Well, if you don't have that, you're going to be sucking up a ton of water, and to keep these computer systems running cool. The closed loop system is a lot like these new gaming computers. I'm staring at one right now. It's got these cool LED lights. It is a closed loop system. I have water that cools my computer that I'm using right now to talk to you. And I don't ever have to add water to it. Okay. I don't have to add water to my computer ever. It's a closed loop system, and it's good to go. That is exactly how the AI centers are built now. So the idea that you're going to run out of water is a lie now in the United States of America. And even more importantly than that, it's propaganda. Now, and it's also propaganda that a lot of Americans believe is true, because they have seen so much propaganda actually on social media via AI and other things from other countries who are trying to get America to not lead on AI, but to be afraid of it, saying, in other words, not in my backyard. That is number one. Now, number two, the second biggest misconception is that you're going to just like have this massive problem on your power grid. Because let's be clear, all right? I want to be very, 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 very clear about this. AI and these AI data centers, they take a lot of power. Now, here's the part that many people, again, don't understand. Google, for example, they are building a new data center. And they're a perfect example of this. It's going to be in West Memphis. That's across the river from Memphis, Tennessee. And the Google data center is quote, more than a building. It's a long-term investment in our community, our workforce, Google says, and our future. This transformational project is helping position West Memphis as a leader in innovation, helping build a future for generations to come. Now, there's a lot of jobs that happen, for example, when AI comes in. ABC News reporting on this. The building, the infrastructure, all of it. Like, this is incredible. And Good Morning America got exclusive access in this inside of a Google data center as communities nationwide, quote, grapple with the rapid expansion of AI-powered data centers. Now, is this going to just crush this small town of West Memphis? The answer is no. In fact, most of these AI centers are building now, they're actually a net positive on the power grid because they build the infrastructure to add enough power that actually they're adding to the grid instead of just taking away from the grid. That is part of what the left, and again, the Chinese and the Russians and others that hate this country, they're lying to you about as well. Now, in the past, years ago, you really did have these concerns, but not anymore. You don't need to have these fears now. So I put those two out there so that you understand that if an AI center is being built in your area, not only is it going to be closed loop system, that's a great thing, right? Because you don't have an issue with water, but most of them are net positive to your grid, building a better infrastructure and also a more reliable infrastructure for the community which they're being built in. Now, if you didn't do that, then yes, a lot of people would be angry. A lot of people would be mad. A lot of people would say, I'm out, for good reason, right? Like for good reason, you'd be like, I'm done. I'm out. Like, I'm done. We don't want this in our community. It's bad for our community. The list goes on and on. So now that you understand that, and I hope I put this into simple layman's terms, I now want you to understand how much more propaganda we're having to deal with, all right? There is a group called NewsGuard. They are a pro-censorship group. They absolutely hate conservatives. I want to start with that. And they are working to train AI models to fight misinformation they claim. Well, actually, this is not a joke, rating Chinese state-owned media outlets is more reliable than America. And the center-right news outlets, according to a new report. Now, the Washington Free Beacon reported that NewsGuard, again, the pro-censorship group, operating a blacklist against conservative media. I've been on that list before, and I don't know if Mark has, Mr. Producer. Has he been on that list where it's like, if you're a Fortune 500 company, you cannot advertise on these conservative networks or shows, and it's their way of trying to bankrupt us. Mr. Producer said, I'm sure we made the list. Exactly. And so NewsGuard basically went out there, and what they did is they said, all right, all these conservatives, all these Fox shows, all these news talk guys, all these podcasts, we put them on this blacklist. You can't advertise there, or we're going to accuse you of being like a bigot, racist, homophobe, xenophobe, the list goes on and on. What did that do to my livelihood? It cost me probably 50% of the opportunities I would have had to make money. Let me say that again. Now, it's not just me. It's anyone that hit on the blacklist. Now, there are some shows that absolutely destroyed their entire base. It has been probably a decade since I had a Fortune 500 company advertise on any of my shows. Let that sink in. Why? It is because of groups like this, NewsGuard. Now, they give it a grand name like this. This is nothing more than a liberal propaganda machine. Now, NewsGuard claims to rate the credibility of a news outlet based on likeliness that the outlet would spread mis or disinformation.
Or whatever, that fucking first tenor. I am peace and love in my song. That Vista Voom. Or whatever, that fucking first tenor. I am peace and love in my song. That Vista Voom. Or whatever, that fucking first tenor. I am peace and love in my song. That Vista Voom. Or whatever, that fucking first tenor. I am peace and love in my song. That Vista Voom. or whatever, that fucking first tenor. Oh, I have peace and love in my song. Oh. That Vista Vovoom, or whatever, that fucking first tenor. Oh, I have peace and love.
That fucker's got over 500 views on that. I just gave him a view.
That Vista Vovoom, or whatever, that fucking first tenor. Oh, I have peace and love.
Peace and love. Can't we just all get along? Oh.
That Vista Vovoom, or whatever.
And don't trust them like at all. And in fact, while you're using AI, don't get information from these places. So what would that mean? It would mean exactly what these
fucking cartoonists. I'm a cartoon, but Will Durant is a cartoonist.
Only by radical leftist propagandists. That's it. So think about how powerful that would be. If every time you're using,
let's check up on Lord Vader.
You're only getting an approved list.
Do you ever go live?
Socialist and communist propaganda.
No, he's still waiting to go live. It says upcoming. I'll check it out.
Damaging that could be to society, right? That's a lot, folks. And so the Free Beacon reported that NewsGuard would license its data in a machine readable form that would be ideal to train AI chatbots. That's
Hi, Ramona, says Shankamp. Hi, Ramona. Look at the fucking losers.
That means to discourage the spread of conservative information. Without tools like NewsGuard for AI,
I got like mad birds.
Supervised learning to train transformer models, AI language models risk become the quote great.
Nope, he's not live.
The next great misinformation super spreader, NewsGuard said in their new press release. The NewsGuard COO, all right, argued that NewsGuard does not market its data for AI model training. Really? That's interesting. The Free Beacon then explained that the AI model trained as on NewsGuard's ratings may treat American news outlets as less reliable. Let me say this again. They're saying NewsGuard's rating may actually treat and teach AI that American news outlets are less reliable than Chinese state-owned media. Why would we say that? All right, let's go to the data. The outlet cited NewsGuard's rating of the China Daily. Now, the China Daily is a Chinese Communist Party state-owned propaganda machine. They call it a news outlet. It's propaganda. They received a score of 44.5 out of 100. That is more than twice the reliability, for example, of the rating given by Newsmax, which received a score of 20. So in that scenario, what is that teaching AI? They're saying, hey, we want you to get your information when you're putting together your answers or whatever you're working on. And we rate China Daily, which is the CCP's state-owned news propaganda. And we rate it almost twice as reliable, more than twice reliable as, for example, Newsmax. NewsGuard said the China Daily does not publish false or egregiously misleading content at a significant level. In contrast, NewsGuard said that Newsmax has advanced false or egregiously misleading claims on health, U.S. politics, January 6, attacks on the U.S. Capitol, such that a visitor to the site risks being seriously, quote-unquote, misled. Other center-right outlets, such as the Federalist or One American News, risk being, quote, significantly misled on important topics. Both outlets received a score of 17.5 and 22.2, while the China Communist Party site received a 44.5 score. I look at all of this, and the mouthpiece of the Chinese Communist Party scores a 44.5, which is only 5 points below, for example, the Daily Wire. Can you get your head around that? So you've got a, quote, watchdog group that has raised the credibility of news sources directly tied to the Chinese Communist Party propaganda more reliable than conservative news outlets. This is exactly why I go back to what I said earlier. If we don't watch what they're doing with AI and we don't control AI, and we better make darn well sure that China doesn't win, because otherwise you're going to be getting your information the exact way that NewsGuard is claiming it needs to be given to you. And it's shocking. I want to get some of your phone calls in here, get your reaction to all this. 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one, Mark Levin. We'll be right back.
That one morning dog don't like the Blue Jays at him. They fucking funny.
And I think.
Oh, what the matter, bud? Rusty getting underneath your skin again, bud? I was pretty rough on her, wasn't I? You guys are just loving it, weren't you? You love to see people's hate because you hate, right, bud?
Thunderstorms early.
How did I lose weight? And I did. Weed right here. I did. I love this stuff. This is Brickhouse Nutrition.
I mean, Angie is the fucking, she's the perfect woman. That's what I would want, starting way back in my young life.
But you know what mine did? My knees that were falling apart.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I'm like, I don't know what the floor.
You know what? She needs to block me because I'm sick of seeing it.
235 was a lot.
So, you know, if I see you guys, I'm going to fucking comment. Because she shakes her ass in my face just like Tiffany.
I don't want to take a lot of these needles and stuff. You know what he did?
I tried to like her before. I knew her long before you did, you stupid fuck. You goofy looking fucker. Yeah, my parents taught me not to make fun of somebody's looks. It's not polite. But, you know what? Too fucking bad. Because you're an idiot.
They help control blood sugar and curb appetite.
And my mother would agree with me.
But that's what lean was doing.
Good. Hate me all you want. I don't give a fuck. You're a dumb fuck. It ain't going to affect my life. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. You have no effect on my life. I'm not going to lose sleep because you used to block me. Why don't you just block me now? Before you had me blocked.
Energy instead of storing it. No prescriptions, no needles. You've been thinking about losing weight. Let's go.
Fuck you.
Waste of time. Try it today. Just give it a shot. I'm not confident it's going to work for you. Go to brickhousenutrition.com/Dan.
You weren't around when Rusty started in Wigan
20% off.
and helped him out and did what she did with him. She posted it again today. She did. She helped that guy out quite a bit. He can't move on. I mean, look at his last stream he did. He runs whatever preaching shit he finds in YouTube. Who wants to listen to that fucking monotone fucking elevator music? Give me a fucking break. I didn't come here to find a preacher. Ain't nobody here is going to fucking needs to teach me moral fucking ideas or anything.
Tell the operator where you are and what you see. Then start your video to
do something
evidence later. To learn more about how you can
I'm just like Rusty.
Visit
Can't do shit.
That's nationalpolice.org.
Be thankful I don't do the things she does.
A child with disabilities who desperately needs a break. Hi, this is Brenda Solomon.
I do give her ideas though, and I got German lady here.
Our daughter Jill.
You know what? I got that woman right underneath my wing.
Families like ours get that much needed break. I want to tell you about Jill's house.
Ain't nothing she's
At
gonna
Jill's
do make
house,
me
we'll
mad,
be providing
including using my
overnight
mother.
care for children with disabilities.
Why do I care?
As well as therapeutic activities. For more information, check out our website, jillshouse.org.
I don't really want to talk to you, Charlie. You're the last one I want. I want to talk to Wigan. I want Wigan to come up here.
The great Pastor John Hagee has been a steadfast voice for.
And I don't want you to come up here because I want to get views. I'll tell you what, Wigan, we'll go backstage. All right? We won't make it public, and anybody that can make it fucking to my backstage and watch, they're welcome to. How about you do that, you fucker? Thought you're not queer? How about you, daughter of truth? Why don't you come up here and talk to me one-on-one? You don't owe that fucker nothing. What do you fucking owe this guy? Those aren't his kids. The fuck do you owe him? Passed around. You know, and then he says we can't fucking say anything about you or anything. But go ahead, you know, I'll show you how to take a screenshot. I didn't get any bananas when I went to the store, so I can't. Yeah, but I made banana bread. I have banana bread. See, I don't do things that I have to apologize for. If I give an apology to somebody, it's sincere. And we can think I'm going to kiss his ring. And he wants me to talk about him. I'm listening to the news.
And if we bow down and allow,
I think the subject tonight is AI.
And this is the amount of money that's being spent right now on misinformation to get Americans to somehow be against AI centers being in America is insane. Now, luckily, there are states that are stepping up and they're saying, no, we want you here. And they realize that
I already posted the link.
Loop systems with water are non-issue now with water. And the power is actually a
fucking link is right there.
Gain, not a negative, because the infrastructure that these AI companies are putting in to make it where it's actually a positive for the community. Like, that's really what matters here. And it's what we should all be extremely excited about. Like, these are good things, not bad things. And so we need to do what we can to make sure that we understand that, like, we've got to lead on these. You can't just bury your head in the sand and act like, AI is somehow bad and we don't want to be involved. Like, this is going to run business. It is going to run. I don't know anyone, by the way, in Washington. I don't know a single elected official that doesn't use AI on a daily basis. By the way, I use AI every single day, countless times a day. The last thing I want is to get Chinese propaganda or liberal propaganda to my phone automatically. Imagine what I can do to an entire generation. Ben Ferguson filling in for Mark. We'll be right back.
For thousands of years, the great books of Western civilization have shaped our understanding of human nature, virtue, courage, duty, faith, and self-government. Hillsdale College offers free online courses exploring these timeless works, taught by real professors. Great Books 101 includes Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, foundational epics that still resonate today. It's also the perfect introduction to Hillsdale College's new course devoted entirely to the Odyssey. Go to levinforhillsdale.com to enroll. It's totally free. Read the classics, study the West. Start right now at levinforhillsdale.com.
So Ryan came to the decision to get life insurance when I was pregnant with our first son. He really wanted us to be taken care of if something happened to him. He provided for our family in life and also after his death. I think that would make him proud. Ethos makes it fast and easy to get life insurance. Apply in minutes and get same day coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/save. That's ethos.com/save. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9. News now.
WMAL News at 6:30. I'm Heather Curtis. President Trump insists vandals are to blame for the new paint peeling off the bottom of the reflecting pool.
When you have a 350, I think it's 350, not 250, a 350-foot slit from one end to the other, you think that's proof?
And he thinks someone poured something in the pool to bring the algae back. He says 5 arrests have been made. Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger praising the passage of a 2-year budget by the state, House, and Senate today, saying its compromise builds a strong foundation for further discussions about the future of data centers in Virginia. It keeps the controversy.
Yeah, I had a character wrong in that.
A new energy consumption.
It's supposed to be an F and not a V.
State Senator Glenn Sturtevant says that's not reform. Traffic and weather next.
It's Vince for Artists and Movers. As a military brat, I remember my parents stressed every time we moved, worried something would break because some movers treated our stuff like junk. It was always stressful. That's why today, whether you're moving across town or across the country, I recommend Artists and Movers, a local family-owned business founded by Mark Lewandowski. He's a proud Terp fan, having graduated from the University of Maryland and hardworking all-American guy. Mark built Artists and Movers on the vision of giving his customers honest, dependable, high-quality, stress-free moving services. Artisan Movers provides you with local and long-distance moves, storage, and even white glove service.
Rusty, don't be calling me a creep.
In your home or office, you don't.
Because you're pretty creepy, Rusty. You are pretty creepy.
Personal touch, you just
a lot creepier than I am.
Honest, careful.
You were with Wiggins.
That's the Artisan.
Let's talk about
so for
this.
Your next move,
I want to talk about you. You were with him. You sat there with him. You threatened to get me kicked out of his chat. Hi, Tom. Yeah, that was the wrong link. I had a character wrong in it. The subject is AI. I guess if I was in whatever kind of business and, having a computer help facilitate the business, I'd be using it. Salute, Tom. Why is Rusty calling me a creep in fucking New York chat? Why are you calling me a creep, Rusty? You can't block me. You blocked me on my, but you can't, That's why I did that. Then you might say, oh, I let you in my chat. No, I had to find a handle that you didn't have blocked so I could fucking post at you. And you still ignored me. So there you go. I'm not going to try to make you love me, Rusty. That's not going to happen. And I'm not taking your name off that stream now either. I sent you an apology on it, but you know what? This is life. You're a creep to stay with him. You sat there and fucking showed him how to do that shit. You wanted people to go to his house and rob him because he didn't like banks and he keeps all his money in the house. And that dumb fucker shows it. And then Alicia shows up. But I'm the creep. Come on up here, Rusty. Just because you won't let me up on your panel. Go live, Rusty. I'll come up on your panel. You wouldn't let me up the other day, and you had your excuse. Oh, I was changing computers. You're full of shit. Sickening. Keep attacking me, Rusty. Keep attacking me.
Business doesn't wait, and neither should your bank. Lightning lending from FVC.
And then what's her name there, Aaron? Oh, it's dangerous, especially women's names. You know what? This is public place. You don't want your name to be found out? Don't come here. Don't try to hide. That's why I didn't. Oh my God, I know your name. Oh, geez, I want to come find you just because you're a girl.
Lightning lending from FVC Bank. Member FDIC.
Rusty is a fucking diehard liberal. That's a dumb piece of shit. She's a Trump hater. Fuck her. But she thinks she's fucking better than the rest of us, and she's not. I'm not gonna fucking walk on eggshells for that bitch. Fuck you. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Here's another example of that campaign promise paying off big time. The FBI has busted now several fraud schemes across the country in the last few weeks. The FBI director, Kash Patel, said in the latest weekly update to the agency, Patel highlighted some of the results of Operation Riptide. Now, that operation focused on criminal actors and the key services they rely on, as well as their infrastructure, their tools, and their services, and their communication platforms, and then their money. FBI Cleveland, for instance, disrupted a Chinese phishing platform.
Fraud is the most committed crime.
Of credit card numbers, and nearly, and this is the part that, again, this goes back to Chinese and why you don't want to trust them with things like AI, nearly $1.9 billion in losses worldwide. I didn't say 1.9 million. I said $1.9 billion in losses worldwide, Kash Patel has now revealed. Now, as a result of these
Kash Patel. Geez, I wonder if he's Indian.
They said two individuals
or British
were convicted for operating a business email compromise scheme that stole $25 million alone from U.S. companies. Thanks to FBI Boston, our cyber division, and international partners. We helped dismantle a VPN service used by ransomware groups around the world. He said this is exactly what Operation Riptide is about, targeting the cyber criminal ecosystem at every level, and we're just getting started. Now, fraudsters have also been targeted by the FBI. In Los Angeles, for instance, an Orange County man was arrested for carrying out a nearly $100 million bank fraud scheme. This according to Patel. Thanks to FBI Milwaukee, a Wisconsin man also pleaded guilty to...
Is that you doing that, Wiggin? We know you hate banks.
More than $14 million. Then out of New Orleans, a Texas man was indicted for running a $4 million investment fraud scam that victimized more than 20 people, he said. Noting that
the Rothschilds did
also been indicted for stealing more than $2.5 million from vulnerable victims for a year-long fraud scheme. Thanks, they said, to FBI Seattle. They also said that fraud scheme was a psychic fraud scheme. So again, preying on weak. Patel added,
Aaron, that was a dumb comment you left on my fucking thing.
Against an Ohio woman accused of embezzling more than $460,000.
Oh, it's dangerous to put women's names, especially women. Oh.
7 other individuals, for example,
when you hang out with fucking stalkers and cloners and doxers. Sickening, Aaron. It really is. It's sickening. Hard for me to be your guy's friend fucking when you're like that.
Now, the FBI also targeted violent criminals.
Fuck you.
Taking illegal weapons off the
Fuck you, Rusty. Quit using my name with Wiggin. I'm not the creep.
And
fuck you.
11 firearms as part of Summer Heat 2.0. And after a separate 7-week enforcement effort, FBI Birmingham announced more than 170 arrests and confiscated an additional 22 illegal firearms. By the way, Democrats should be excited about this because they're the ones that hate guns the most. So you'd think they'd be like super pumped about this, right? No, of course not. They hate Kash Patel.
So why does America have to have guns?
So that's exactly why they're against this. Now, Patel also
it's the Second Amendment right, you motherfucker. We have the right to bear and keep arms. Whether it's a gun, a baseball bat, a knife, or whatever it is.
Firearms, large quantities of fentanyl that could kill many Americans, as well as a lot of other...
You're the creep, Rusty.
You can go from Little Rock to Portland. The FBI saw a man sentenced to prison for assaulting a federal officer during a violent attack at an immigration and customs enforcement facility. That was, of course, those protests that were paid for yet again by the radical left. Patel also reminded agents that their work is saving children. And multiple child predators were sentenced, convicted, and charged as a result of investigations by the FBI in Tampa, then in Boston, Kansas City, and Baltimore. Quote, as of yesterday, for example, one member of 764 was sentenced to 30 years in prison. He said, as always, we're going to keep getting after it, and I'll see you next week. Now, you look at that weekly update, and that's the reason why I wanted you to understand kind of how this works. This is not like a 6-month update. This is
holy shit, Tom.
Weekly update. Next week's update will be completely different.
Charlie, I don't want to talk to you, Charlie. I really don't want to talk to you, Charlie. Just fucking leave me the fuck alone, Charlie. Get the fuck out of my face. God damn it. I'm sick of it. Rusty in New York, fucking using my name with Wiggin, calling me a creep. Apologies are over with now. Fucking sick of it. You were with him first, Rusty. That's how I met you, was through him. Fucking sick of it, Tom. I really am.
What do you think about that?
They're not funny. It's not funny what Logical's doing. It's not funny what Wiggin is doing. I don't find it amusing. I'd rather sit here and stare out the window with one viewer. Me. Seriously. She didn't like that I had her name in my title. When they fucking dox people and throw their names out there all the fucking time. I got Aaron making comments. telling me demanding that I take her name off that title. You can go in and change the title. Well, I'm not gonna now.
That have committed real, serious, heinous crimes. That is something that should make all
Stop talking about me, Rusty, and I won't say anything about you at all. This shit's been going there. That's what they did at JC's. Wiggin running chats with no side chat, fucking crying. That fucker cries about everything I say. Seriously, Charlie, I don't want to fucking talk to you, Charlie. Get that through your fucking head. No more I want to talk to that fucking idiot Alpesh. That motherfucker, he does that shit. He blocks you from his chat and you go in New York and he's fucking posting at you. I'm sure everybody's got him blocked. Fucking ignorant motherfucker. Hey, Tom. Tony bought me a pizza yesterday. I was fucking sitting here. The guy comes to my door. Who the hell is this? I didn't really recognize him. They had a pizza in his hand. And I'm like, did they pay for it? Because Alpesh called there, ordered a pizza, and they sent it here, and it wasn't paid for. And it was him who did it. And I went down and talked to the owners, and that's when he started fucking posting his reviews and all that shit and doing his fucking shit. And Andy and fucking Patrick Rowe and all that went right along with him. And Aaron's worried about me putting Marie's name in a title of my fucking chat. Well, she supports that fucking shit. Now this thing with AI, I'm not a computer expert. But I'm pretty sure that the military is using the shit.
Oh,
what do you think, Tom?
It's in our neighborhoods.
They warned about all this back in the 80s. This technology got out to the public. All this is happening, they warned about. Fraud. Fraud is the most committed crime.
Let us know any information. There is no bad piece of
People are getting busted.
The only bad piece of information is the one you don't give us. So
using social media as a tool of criminality. Now, if I were a pedophile, I wouldn't be able to do this because I'd have to be registered. They don't let them people go on social media. I don't believe. Especially you got busted using it to fucking meet somebody underage. Dumb. Yeah, a friend of mine doesn't mind that his daughter visit because she's a pot smoker. He's a pot smoker. He didn't give a shit, right? And Regan and his fucking girlfriend wants to sit over there and you invited a 14-year-old into your house. Brooke. Fuck you, Rusty. You fucking worried about me using your name, and you fucking did that. You gave Alpesh that. JC and Randy gave out my mother's picture. We're gonna get back to this. Let's get back to this because Rusty's running around fucking crying about what they do to her. Fuck you guys.
I just want to thank the Attorney General, the emergency partnerships here, state and local.
Levin's not on. Roger Mudd's filling in for him. He's in Miami, Florida.
And they're here today, and these are the results.
You listen to the FBI director there, and this most wanted fraud says this: the millions and billions of fraud that take place. Wouldn't it have been nice if prior administrations were doing this instead of
drop my joint?
We're actually going after the fraudsters. Well, you got to know one of the reasons why the Democrats looked the other way was actually getting so good. They were getting kickbacks. You look at Minneapolis and what was happening there. There was massive kickbacks that were coming over and over and over again. Time and time again.
Well, what's the doctor's diagnosis today, Tom?
Nothing.
Is it you're healing?
Yeah, didn't do nothing today.
Still not able to walk on it though?
No.
Can you see any of these guys helping load the ship out with provisions before going to sea? The all hands detail, isn't it?
A working party.
You used to have to get them together too. When you're in port, you know, the subtender is right there. You have to. That's where you have to go to get milk and stuff for the chow line.
Just imagine Patel sitting out there loading 5 gallons of milk for 12 hours.
That fucker couldn't lift
by hand.
He couldn't lift nothing. That fucker. He couldn't even lift a number 10 can of peas. They got Andy out there running around. Oh, Billy, can you? Oh, I don't know what. They have jokes amongst themselves. It doesn't make any sense. They don't make me laugh. And now Andy's got me blocked, and he's fucking running his mouth. I don't know what he's saying because he blocked me, so I blocked him on my other account. Fucking. I know when they have me because they talk back and forth. They'll come in, one will have me blocked, and the other one won't. So I'll block the one that's fucking doesn't have me blocked. And I'll fucking post at them. I wish I had the clip that day that fucking Tiffany got all bent out of shape because Mina blocked her, and then Mina was talking about her behind a block, and Tiffany got madder than hell. Hey, you're talking behind my back. I'm getting tired of the woodchucks. No fucker will sit there and eat a whole bowl of peanuts if you let it.
Thinking about ordering a pizza tonight.
And Tony sent me one. Yeah, I think he's in Florida. I'm not sure. Tony the Tiger. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen him on the net. I hadn't seen him in a while.
He was in Acid Strip chat the whole time I had a wrench over there. Did you know I had a wrench in Acid Trips chat for about maybe a couple, 3 months or so? I did. Yeah, you put a wrench on me. I was fucking over there doing shit. He tried to make like he did it to lure me in and trick me. And yeah, he thinks he's a fucking gangster. Yeah. Fucking, you grab him by the back of the shirt, lift him up, his fucking feet be moving. Won't be going nowhere. Oh, it's clouding up. We're waiting to get a thunderstorm. Yeah, Charlie, give it a rest, please. Wow.
Did you know there's a difference between bundling your taxes and preparing your taxes? Successful business owners and high-income earners are doing one and missing the other. The result? Thousands of unnecessary taxes. Year after year, discover what proactive tax planning can do for your
I put my Marine flag back up. See it? It's that time of year. 250th birthday here, July 4th. Geez, I wonder how old the Marine Corps is.
Well, the Navy's older.
The original Marines.
Use our credit cards more, especially during the Biden regime, and those double-digit interest rates are quietly draining.
I doubt that's right. Look at it, posting in my back chat already. Oh, poor old Alpesh. Ain't got nothing better to do you, Alpesh? Alpesh, you got the most expensive meat you're eating. Why you bothering me? You're in such fucking luxury and over there where you live. Why you bothering poor little Billy? I live in a rundown fucking shack. Never gonna repair. They won't even fix the window. I could do it myself if I wanted. The owner will let me take shit off the rent if I fucking fix something around here, which I have done. Especially when the fucking water pipes froze over the wintertime. I had to take care of that. Wasn't for me, it would have cost him a lot of money to fix the motherfucker. Then you think all I know how to do is peel a potato. How about I shove a piece of pipe PVC up your fucking ass? Wiggin doesn't like my tough talk, and he doesn't like hearing me say that, I serve my country. I hate to think that I'd give my life for people like Bud Noble so he could have his fucking freedom. Sit on his thumbs.
Let me go to Art in Salem, Oregon. Welcome. You are on the Mark Levin Show. Hi.
I can bitch with the best of them.
Hey, Ben. Yeah, it's great to talk to you. Look, I love Trump. I love what Trump is doing to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse in this country. It's about dang time that all of these left-wing loonies and Democrats were held accountable for the thing they're doing to our country. And every time Trump does something positive and I hear about it, I cheer, because I'll tell you the truth, Ben, he's kicking butt. And
I love the fearlessness, and I do think some of this is Donald Trump really after that first big assassination attempt where they shot him. I believe the president understood then, like, God sent him for a reason, and it's go time. And what he is doing right now, and even just look at the assassination attempt at the UFC fight, the planning there. It's incredible how the left will not stop. They want him dead. And they celebrate that, and it's sad. But I do believe that what we're witnessing right now is a president that's saying,
Is that William whining?
I'm going to go. I'm going to go forward. I'm going to do the right thing. I told you, and you said you wanted me to get rid of waste, fraud, abuse, and that's exactly what.
What's that, Tom? I
am not.
I heard you.
Is that William in the background whining?
We've got to fight.
What, my radio?
On AI. I mean,
it's your radio.
To make sure that we're not at the back, that we're at the front, that we're leading, that we're not looking the other way.
1,000%. In fact, I believe that the Chinese should be banned from using AI in our country, because all they do.
That count had named Queen T Royal on it.
For our country, like you said.
It was somebody in my backstage, and I banned it to see the name. It says Queen T Royal.
You cannot use AI in the United States of America
because it doesn't let me go to the channel or anything.
Look, I think anybody that is in this country doing nefarious things, we should have real concerns over, and the way that you just described it. Like if you are
that's Roger Mudd.
Things in this country, then fine.
He's a radio personality, and he's in Miami, Florida.
Right? We allow far too many people into this country that hate this country. And if you're here causing problems in this country, then we should be able to say, okay, goodbye. I have no issue with that at all. Art, I appreciate the phone call. God bless you. The number, 877-381-3811, 877-381-3811. Ben Ferguson, voting for the great.
Oh, Tom, somebody's in the side chat. Watch me kick you off.
Your comments on X at Ben Ferguson Show. And don't forget,
really?
WNAL.
Yeah. Oh, he's got a cute name, Hugger of Butts. Probably Randy or some shit.
To Zoom Tan, the sun and sunless experience you deserve.
I got Coffee Man going pretty good. That fucker he wouldn't come up on my panel last night. But, you know, maybe I didn't want that. Rusty and Coffee Man on my panel. Fucking grab them both by the hair of the head and fucking just knock their heads together.
Visit ZoomTan.com to see what's new with Zoom Tan. Why be tan and tasty when you can be tan and tasty? Now you know at Double Play.
Well, Hugger Butts, if Tom is hearing voices, it's probably because he's on some pain medication. I don't imagine getting bitten by a snake is a fun thing to go through. He's been there a while, so I'd say it's kind of serious.
With Powerball Double Play for just $1 more.
Please play responsibly. 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-OPEN.
You one of the ones that was making fun of them stepping over the log, getting bit by a snake? That's what they're doing. That's your phone, the others. Oh, you weren't quick enough, Tom. The snake was quicker.
To retire now, DMV with Mommy Motion of Axiom Value Wealth Management. Advisory services offered through Axiom Value Wealth Management LLC. Richard Investment Advice. Insurance services offered through Axiom Value LLC.
Is your patio, sidewalk, or driveway cracked or uneven? Have you tripped or fallen as a result? If you're worried about the liability of an uneven surface on your property, American Construction Specialties can quickly help. Don't pay the high cost to tear out and replace your sidewalk, patio, driveway, or cold. American Construction Specialties has an economic solution that can raise and stabilize your existing concrete at a fraction of the cost of full replacement. They're environmentally friendly structural foam. With structural foam lifting, there's no heavy equipment to cause damage to your property and no loud noises from jackhammering. Best of all, most repairs can be completed in just one day. Have your entire patio sidewalk. No job is too big. Call American Construction Specialties now for your free estimate at 240-665-5665. That's 240-665-5665. Licensed in D.C., Maryland, Virginia, MHI 140530.
WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
I'm tired of this phone fucking up. There it goes.
News now.
WMAL News at 7. I'm Heather Curtis. Storms rolling through our area have left tens of thousands across the DMV without power. Dominion reports 21,000 customers out in Virginia. Petco, about 2,700 customers out in D.C., and about 5,000 in Prince George's County. And the storms aren't done with us.
Watch till 9 p.m. this evening for the entire DMV. Showers, thunderstorms through the evening. We could see a block of time here where storms could be strong to severe through the evening up to 9 p.m. Storms could have damaging winds.
Weather Channel meteorologist Mark Thibodeau. A legal win for Maryland on the eve of the gubernatorial primary. A federal judge rejected the Justice Department's request to require Maryland to turn over voter data. The voter database would have given DOJ access to personal information like voters' birth dates, driver's license numbers, and social security numbers. Back in December, the Justice Department sued Maryland's State Administrator of Elections, among other states, to force them to hand over that voter data. The judge's 10-page opinion essentially states the federal government doesn't have the authority to demand this information based on the federal laws they cited. The case was dismissed with prejudice, meaning it cannot be litigated again. 7 News' Jasmine Stiles. Virginia's state government will not be shutting down after the House and Senate passed the 2-year budget today and sent it to the governor. The debate over data center tax breaks stretched passage to the 11th hour. Senate Finance Committee Chair Louise Lucas.
Trying to find the right balance between compromising with the House and the governor and having something that made the data centers feel their fair share. Please, that right balance.
It keeps the controversial data center sales tax exemption, but adds an energy consumption fee. Republican Senator Glenn Sturtevant.
Yeah, Bill, y'all need to do something about that socialist problem you got in New York.
Yeah, we turn that down a little bit. Fucking commercials louder than the program, Tom. What's that now, Tom?
Y'all need to do something about that socialist problem you got in New York.
Yeah, I live way up north, way up in St. Lawrence County. I'm a long way.
But it's going to spread.
They're in trouble. Kathy Hogo, they're not. It's not good for them. It really isn't. It's it's a miracle. A lot of them aren't in jail yet. But I think that might be coming eventually for some of them. It's happening to some of them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
The Keith Ellisons of the world, all that fraud happening in Minnesota. That ties the courts up. You know what? Anybody who mentions Tom Flash is just going to get timed out. You just earned yourself a timeout there, fucking South Florida Sunset. You dumb fucker. Just shut the fuck up, you guys. You don't even hear me talking about Tom Flash. Tom Flash doesn't matter here. I don't care what he says. I'm not going to try to fucking control what Tom Flash says. There's another one that Rusty brought in. She was with him. Dan Wiggin. Then does things like I'm supposed to make, like, appreciate that it's a big favor. Bud, just get the fuck out of my face, you stupid fuck. Bud Noble, you are one dumb motherfucker. That's the face of you there, Angie. That's the best you can do is Bud Noble now, Angie. Angie's mad because I was saying she's a failure as a mom, and she is. She's a failure as a mom. Good man like me doesn't want a woman like that. Well, what if that were my kid? Fuck off, Bud. You already lost, Bud. You did. Go open your chat, Bud. You got your own stream. Go open a stream. Angie can stream. What, you think I'm going to let you up here, you dumb fucker? You think I'm going to let you up here, Bud? Dom, Bud Nobal's in my backstage crying. Fucking crybaby. Yeah, I'm going to let you up so I can abuse you. Go ahead, you fucking nigger lip motherfucker.
Hey.
Sorry, nurse. I'm a little pissed right now at these fuckers in my country, my fellow Americans. It's like they're pissing on the flag. I'm a military veteran, and I fucking would give my life for this people like this dumb fucker right here. Where'd you go? Huh? There he is, right there. Look at that dumb motherfucker. Look at this piece of fucking Angie's friend. Look at this fucking dumb fuck. Go ahead, say something intelligent. You can also send your thoughts on X Ben Ferguson Show. Nobody can see you. Yeah, I'm going to give you something to brag about. There. You go brag to Angie, I just banned you. Go brag to JC, I just banned you. Oh, Billy can't handle me. Billy can't handle me. Dumb bud, no balls. You don't like me? You don't like me. How you don't like me?
Not only push your ideals, right? Your radical, like liberal Marxist socialist communist ideals.
That's right, Tim Noble. You have nigger lips. My sisters used to call me that when I was a kid. I'm not kidding. Fucking cruel. My sisters were cruel to me.
And that's what we witnessed here. So there's two types of kickbacks that you need to understand. There's the kickback.
Right, why I act the way I do.
We as elected officials,
I'm not cruel to people. Was I cruel, bud? Was that cruel for me to do? Is that rude for me to do that? Dumb fuck. Hey, bud, you got your own chat. You got all them friends. You got all that. You got fucking 3 times more subscribers than I do. I'm up over 350 now. No, I ain't checked your channel, but you got all them. You got all them subscribers. How come you're not live more often? Seems like you'd be live and have all kinds of people over there enjoying themselves.
But why is it that guys like Gavin Newsom, for example,
Gavin Newsom?
One, because their income is how that's number one. The second reason why is because this is the only way they know how to actually set up a government that works to their advantage. I think it's even more of an interesting data point. If you are in favor of this fraud, then you're getting something from it. You're getting a kickback from it. You're getting advocacy from it. You're getting something that is coming in and is helping you. Now, if you can run the government and then you have your hands on literally billions of dollars.
I've been watching reruns of the Globetrotters. I watched the one they were freaking in Memphis, Tennessee, hanging out with Charlie Pride.
A piece of it, right? A percentage of it's coming back into you when you run for office. That's a pretty good deal.
My dad put up the hammock.
Understand now, like this is one of those situations. Straight up, follow the money, follow the cash, look at the cash, and then you'll understand how this happens. I will go back to Gavin Newsom. All right.
I think of this thing with AI and all that with the computers. All they can are weapon technicians, FTBs, FTGs, navigation people, because they got to know how to operate, how that stuff works, and everything. You gotta be a genius.
Newsom and his wife. The first partner, Jennifer, the governor calls it a quote political attack tied to his expected 2028 presidential.
One of the guys I was on ship with, he was a navigational ET. He could master any video game they had out at the time.
Equity advocate has helped shape her husband's policies on issues like reproductive health, the and mental health crisis,
I got a different bird.
And regulating children's access to social media. Here are the key takeaways. Now, again, this is from the Sacramento Bee, and again, this is one of those underreported stories that if it was a Republican that was in this much trouble as a governor, it would be well coverage 24/7. This is investigating. The first lady of California's taxes and nonprofits connected to her and the governor. The several was ongoing for about a year. It originated from whistleblower complaints, so that would be internal. Okay, this isn't some witch hunt. This isn't some political okay, we're coming after you because you came after us, or we want to retaliate against you type of scenario, which is what Gavin Newsom said. No, this was people in and around you internally. Whistleblowers complained to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Sacramento. Right, that's why I'm giving you this from the Sacramento Bee. Then, on their list, because the IRS and FBI agents have approached staff, friends, and associates of the Newsoms in recent weeks and obtained their bank records. That's significant. The government.
Catherine, do you know who that is behind that handle doing that? Huggers of butts. Should I let that go? You guys friends, or is that because you know hugger butts? I'm about that close to timing you out. Unless you're both trolling me, is that possible? I'm going to turn the news back up, okay?
You go back to what I said earlier. This isn't a witch hunt. This is whistleblowers in the government, whistleblowing, and then seeing major problems, and then Newsom's former chief of staff pleading guilty to federal charges.
Wow.
On fraud and lying to the FBI.
Ain't that something?
And is facing up to 38 years in prison. That is what you refer to as someone rolling. So this is someone who's trying to get, trying to spend the rest of their life in jail.
Told you fraud is the most committed crime.
This former chief of staff, and clearly is singing like a canary, I think is a fair way of putting it. Now, the First Lady of California, Newsom, earned about $2.3 million from the Representation Project nonprofit between 2011 and 2018. That's a hell of a lot of money from a nonprofit, $2.3 million. A 2021 Sacramento Bee investigation found more than 800,000 donations to the nonprofit from companies that directly lobbied the governor, meaning her husband. You understand where we're going with this, all right? So you've got companies that are directly lobbying the governor, and all of a sudden, at the same time, you got more than $800,000 in donations to the nonprofit companies that needed to do business with and were lobbying the governor, who happened to be her husband. All right, that included PG&E, AT&T, and User as well. Now, just days before the DOJ probe became public, the state's Fair Political Practice Commission actually fined Gavin Newsom. Now, this is probably the first time you're hearing about this. Okay, so you know when there's like smoke, there's fire. That's saying, well, now we have fire, not just smoke. All right. Just before the DOJ probe became public, the State Fair Political Practice Commission fined Gavin Newsom more than $31,000 for failing to report. You ready? $5.6 million in charitable donations on time, with most going to California Fire Foundation during the 2025 Los Angeles wildfires. Newsom was filing reports on so-called behested payments, not once, not twice, not 10 times, not 25 times, but 34 times alone in 2025. And the governor has previously been fined for failing to disclose $14 million in donations made between 2009 and 2024. Now, in a video post on social media, Newsom called Trump the most, quote, corrupt president in American history, blah, 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 and said the White House is using the grand jury process to target him because he's considering a 2028 presidential run. No, none of this under Trump. This all started in the state by whistleblowers who came forward, and then you have a former chief of staff for Gavin Newsom who has taken a plea deal begging to not spend the rest of their lives in prison. I'm going to tell you right now, when you have whistleblowers that are doing what they're doing in California, you know it's bad. And when you have whistleblowers in California that are, who then get to a point with data that's actually putting the chief of staff of Gavin Newsom in prison, and then that person taking a deal, and then of course the pushback is, well, you just need to understand, right? You need to understand This is all witch hunt. That's what Gavin Newsom said at his press conference. This is all Donald Trump.
Former chief of staff to Gavin Newsom.
In the world, and this is all because I'm going to win the presidency.
Fraud.
Okay, buddy, sure, whatever you say. Now,
follow the money.
There's a very good chance that Gavin Newsom will not be running for president. There's a very good chance that Gavin Newsom's going to be fighting for his life to not be in prison, based on what we are witnessing right now.
Wow.
I want to go to your phone calls on this, see what you think. 1-877-381-3811, 877-381-3811.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up.
Your thoughts on X at Ben Ferguson.
Groovy Newsom.
And don't forget, grab my podcast, the Ben Ferguson podcast, do each and every day as well.
Yeah, I got a baby.
If you requested a list of all the people that have been prosecuted, you get a blank piece of paper.
I don't know. There's been people that have been in trouble for stuff like this.
Not enough.
Governor Cuomo had to resign, right?
He should have been locked up.
Yeah. I had a baby woodchuck out there, one of them. But I moved a fucking jar of peanuts because the mother will sit there and eat every single one of them. $10.
These canned and jelly beans stand over our lives when they can't control their own.
$10 for a 5-pound bag of unshelled, unsalted roasted peanuts. I eat them too. I'll sit out on the porch and eat them. I like sitting outside, throwing the shucks on the ground. Up here, farmers will shoot woodchucks because they dig holes and the cows step in the holes. That and they eat the garden. They destroy crop. They do. They'll eat your fucking garden. And that's all, because that's all fucking woodchucks do is constantly eat. That's all they do is eat. They're always fucking chewing. Them fuckers, woodchucks never stop chewing. Neither do beavers.
Eat poop and make milk.
You see what's going on with Obama? It's not a library. It's Obama Presidential Center. It's not getting any fanfare. Things ain't good. Nobody wants to pay $30 to go fucking see his presidential whatever. He got Osama, right? Geez, one Muslim killing another, isn't it? Isn't that what they do? He's not even Muslim. His mother fucking met somebody from Kenya or somewheres in Africa, wherever the fuck he's from in Africa. They speak English over there.
Yeah.
Some countries, right? She likes the dark meat. She likes dark meat. Angie likes white meat. Browning develops flavor. Dark meat has more flavor to it. Yeah, I could just pour it on, but it would. Yeah, black women are like Limburger cheese. You know, they got that strong, pungent odor, but it's flavorful. Clip that, Will Durant, you fucker. Will Durant's clipping me. I said something about KMO. If KMO posted, he's bringing peace through his songs and his music, and peace and love, Mr. Vavoon. I cloned him in JC's chat the first year she was fucking streaming. That's when all the fun happened. That's when all the shit started. Got all them wrenches in there. time me out and shit.
Join us this weekend.
One thing's for sure, the water is muddy. A lot of people biting their tongue right now. So they're saying that Gavin Newsom might be next, huh? You know what I mean? He wouldn't be the first politician arrested, right? Look what they did to James Traficant. Remember James Traficant? He was a Democrat from Ohio. He spoke out against Clinton. He's the one, stood on the floor of the House, beam me up, Scotty, talking about fucking Bill Clinton. Monica Lewinsky. I didn't have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky. I got to get back to work for the American people. And I don't think Vince Foster committed suicide either. That was an inside job, as DA would say. Vince Foster's death was an inside job. So isn't that McDougal guy. They thought he was going to give testimony from prison. Yeah, Rose Law Firm, Billing Records. He's a lawyer. Nothing worse than a crooked lawyer, except for a crooked judge. That's the worst kind of fucking criminal.
If I'm able to speak to Vice President Vance, I would say, look into your Consumer Financial Protection Bureaus and your credit bureau, which is supposedly overseen by the federal government. Our consumers, our credit information, this whole thing is another hacking issue. When TransUnion is something hacked,
So TransUnion is the one that got hacked.
Our systems are doing is a very dangerous thing. And
it is. And look, once this data is out there, I mean, you go back to what FBI Director Castro was saying earlier. Like, if you go back and you look at just all the corruption and what's being sold, China is doing everything they can to steal bank accounts. They're trying to do everything they can to steal our data. They're trying to do everything they can.
Yeah, hey, look what happened to the Jewish people when Hitler took away guns.
Well, it wasn't just the Jewish people, because they killed their own too.
Now, China, same thing. Took away the guns and
killed most people.
People couldn't fight back, man.
He exterminated more people than fucking Hitler did.
When they hacked into your account, they could make they're getting a code.
There's a lot more people in China. What is there? Over 1 billion people in China? Is there that many people in China? I think so. There's a lot of people. Fucking China's got a large population.
Yeah, Mao killed between 50 and 60 million of his own people.
Something like that. I don't know the exact numbers, and he killed more than 6 million.
Thank you.
Oh, then you start talking all the campaigns throughout the Middle East. It starts adding up. They were behind all that. They were behind the Vietnam War. So was Russia.
Oh, they're all communists.
I've been struggling with because my gut says I don't like it. I don't like what it's doing to how they from people, and that
understand your
Dom, I'm to the point. I want you up here with your fucking hospital shit just to piss Wiggin off. Just to be spiteful and, you know what I mean? The duper to him.
Like AI is going to disappear it's like the smoke pump. It's here. Okay. It's like
I'm learning. Sorry, Rusty. I'm not the creep. You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, Rusty. You know, go after Wiggin. You know, if you ain't got nothing nice to say about me, don't say anything at all, Rusty. That's what I'm saying. Because I haven't done anything to you.
Have two opinions. They might be twins.
You got to change and adapt, and sometimes there are things that change and adapt with it. Radio is a great example of that. When I got into radio, radio was king. Now look at radio and look at podcasting and everything else. It changes. Things change. Does someone owe me a job forever? All of my friends in the radio industry, I've had a lot of friends get laid off. Okay, a lot of friends get laid off from radio. Radio has changed significantly than when I started in radio when I was 13 years old.
These people think I owe them something, Tom.
It's changed, right?
Bud Noble thinks I owe him something.
You owe them something?
Paul Beachlife thinks I owe him something. Wiggin, especially Wiggin, thinks I owe him something.
You don't owe him anything.
He wants to play the game, and then when the game is flipped on him, that's what he does.
You don't owe that boy anything.
I'd like to know how he lost his teeth.
These works and boards, they speak to permanent truths about human nature, duty, faith, and self-government. That's why Hillsdale College offers free online
Fucking woodchucks.
works of the Western tradition. Courses taught by actual Hillsdale College professors. The course includes lessons on Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, the epic stories of Achilles and Odysseus that helped shape Western civilization itself. And this summer, Hillsdale College is releasing a brand new.
I might have to contact Animal Control, see what they say. They can capture them and relocate them. That's the mother right there looking for peanuts. She's looking at me through the window right now.
Between 110 and the second street West 66 again is slow from
She moved. She took off. Chat's a little slow tonight. Or right now, anyways.
Joining Rick and Steve every Sunday morning at 9 a.m. for Great Golf Radio on WMAN. You can also live stream us or listen to the podcast at Great Golf Radio.
It's Vince for Artists and Movers. As a military brat, I remember my parents stressed every time we moved, worried something would break because some movers treated our stuff like junk. It was always free. That's why today, whether you're moving across town or across the country, I recommend Artists and Movers, a local family-owned business founded by Mark Lewandowski. He's a proud kid, having graduated from the University of Maryland, and a hardworking all-American guy. The vision of giving his honest, dependable, high-quality, stress-free moving services. Artists and Movers provides you with local and long-distance moves, storage, and even white glove service, meaning they'll pack and unpack everything in your home or office. You don't lift a finger. They'll do it all with care and perfection. Don't get change. honest, trust Artisan. So for your next move, trust Artisan Movers. Free quotes and WMAL listener discounts are call 240-600-0998 or visit artisanmovers.com.
Don't let that point in your life. You probably have a lot of questions. Like, what's next? What does my future hold? The thing is, there's no right answer. Only your answer. Your experiences, purpose. All your choice. So what will you choose? As you make choices about the future, the military can be a resource for information to help bring a fulfilling path into focus. Today's military.com. You've built a life, a career. Maybe there's one goal you've been putting on hold. Jefferson Community College.
I hope something good's on the tube.
Supportive faculty and a campus close to home. Jefferson is
I've been watching reruns of Globetrotters. Oh, my fucking whistle's dry tonight. Can't whistle. E-Skirt wants to get you to talk so we can see what kind of genius you are, Tom. Wait. Would you care to guess who you think E-Skirt might be?
E-Skirt's that guy chased off.
Ready to shine for those last minute plans? Head to Zoom Tan. Get the sun and sunless experience you deserve with advanced equipment for beautiful, even color fast. Plus, at many locations, enjoy 24/7 member access through the Zoom Tan app.
You know what? If I had to guess, I wouldn't put it past. That's logical, doing that. I wouldn't put it past you. Now, if you're not Keith, you're logical then. Or Petro's Papadickless, puny pecker boy. That's Rusty's bud right there. That old drunk fuck fell out of his chair. Fucking libtard, fucking Sean Medvey.
All right, I'm gonna get his bottles first. You should eat, okay? Huh? If you're not through, I'm gonna just come back, okay? All right. How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
731 3811 877 381 811. There's another story I'm going to get you updated on, another one that I think no one's talking about. We are now a Biden-appointed judge has blocked new verification system to remove foreign nationals from the voter rolls. Yeah. You want to talk about fraud? You want to talk about people that shouldn't be voting in our elections actually getting to vote in our elections? Well, this is a perfect example of this appointed President Joe Biden has blocked Trump's administration from using updated verification system to remove foreign nationals from state voter rolls.
Need anything, let me know, all right?
The Court for the District of Columbia by Biden issued an order to prevent the Trump administration.
I'll be back in 11:15, okay? And I'll agree to you.
Just combating voter fraud. Like, that's it. The update to save allowed states to more quickly verify that only American citizens
Hard to see against that speaker.
By no longer requiring that digits they to verify eligibility. Quote, this case indicates two fundamental rights that protect Americans from government overreach, the right to privacy and the right to vote, is what the judge said. This is incredible. But in the past,
Yeah, you skirt. You're here to listen to them change Tom's diaper.
Information, United citizens, citizenship status, and other sensitive data.
We're glad you're here, ye skirt. Oh, not Keith. You got mad at a fucker when I said you were Keith the first time. You went off the fucking rails when I said you were Keith.
Which directs them to create a system for mass private information. Millions of Americans, including citizenship data.
I was in the hospital. I've been eating a lot of ice cream.
Since then, states have partnered with the federal government to access the database and are actively removing United States citizens from voting based on inaccurate information, quote unquote. All the federal government has knowingly trampled on the privacy rights of American citizens in a manner that threatens the sacred right to vote. This group cannot stand idly by while this happens. Okay, so let me be clear. You have a president that's trying to make sure that people aren't voting in our elections that are here illegally, that aren't allowed to vote, and immediately
More fraud. People vote who aren't supposed to vote.
Those illegals and people that are not eligible to vote in our elections. Now, you have previously said that the update program was necessary to ensure these elections are reserved exclusively for American citizens.
All these weeks, nothing.
That should just be logical. Like, by the way, that's what the law says. Can we also just talk about that for a second? Like, the law actually says only American citizens. Okay, only American citizens. I want to say that one more time. Only American citizens are supposed to vote in our elections. I don't know what else to say. If you
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Mr. Thomas?
Yeah.
My name is Bailey. I'm gonna be a nurse tonight.
Oh, okay.
How was your day? Oh, I love waffles. How was your day?
Okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, you doing all right now? Do you mind if I listen to you, kind of check you out real quick?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think the answer is pretty obvious.
Happy late Father's Day.
Because you
It's
want
okay.
to defraud the will of the people.
Some service, huh? You got fire department, medic,
Only
Navy. Well, thank you for your service.
want to pack the books to your
You in the fire department or anything around here?
Yeah, 8th Ward, right over here.
Is that New Orleans? No.
Robert, P.B. Cove,
Oh.
James Land, that corner, yeah.
My dad, my dad was my school.
Oh, okay.
I remember always being in a fire department, like being in the station when I was younger. He used to be at EMS. He was a paramedic in my mom for years.
For as long as
my dad, it's like my grandpa was always at the fire station up that way. I don't think I ever got to slide down the pole though. That was a missed opportunity.
That is
all right. Deep breath in and out.
You look at this judge. Sorry, I can't let only American citizens, like American elections under the Democratic Party, not reserved.
When you help, perfect. That's good right there. Deep breath.
Even though that is what the law says, and I go back to the point on this, which is the law.
All right, you can lay back, relax. I'm gonna listen to you, Belly. Let me know if I hurt you.
American citizens.
Really awesome.
So now what we have is a Democratic Party that has found activist judges and put them in office. And the activist judges are now saying, no.
We got to dump it.
Yeah, it's put a new bag on me yesterday too. Nice and clean.
Yeah, we got
Whose side are you? I can tell you exactly whose side they're on. They're on the side of the illegal immigrant.
Are you giving lippy legs?
Judges on the side of the illegal.
All right. Okay.
What these
Feel free to go if you like.
remake fundamentally what the United States of America is. They do not want law and order for Americans. They want anarchy and chaos, and they want to give rights.
Use of your arms, all good there. You can deck me if I'm not
Then
acting
what?
right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really just about relationship, is it not? It's about countries with fascism and socialism, communism, where they're way more likely, okay? And when you hear, they're way more likely to be or vote for it here in America. When you people that are immigrants from so, I'll give you Gavin Newsom example of that. Hell, Joe Biden's. If you can have every illegal immigrant, you bribe them with free government aid. Illegal immigrants more in this country than other countries.
Sir.
That coats and all that stuff.
The thing is, I'm going to make sure that as many illegal immigrants as I can help vote in the elections are able to vote in American elections. I'm going
peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love.
America, and I don't respect the laws of the country.
Wow, Sebastian, you are one fucked up dude. You know that, Sebastian? You really are. You're one fucked up motherfucker, Sebastian.
It is a ruling by an activist judge, and this is why
you are. He is one dumb motherfucker. That fucker's out there.
The damage that is being done to this country
is dumb fuck. He thinks all white power, right? Sebastian.
When you get into power and you are
Sebastian, I hate to tell you this, but white is a color. So therefore you are a person of color. So we're all niggers. There you go. Hey, if they can make their music and do their shit, right? I'm not trying to make $1 here. You don't even, Sebastian, Coffee Man matters more than you do just because he's an American citizen. Now, being a felon, whether or not he can vote, I have no idea. But I doubt if he could vote, he doesn't fucking vote anyway. That motherfucker never voted for anything. Yeah, I got you, though, Sebastian, running around. I support Trump more than you do, Billy. I'm like, why did you vote for him? And then you fucking block me and fucking call me Hayden. No, you say white power, you come out as being a white nationalist. You say things like our white Christian countries. You might be right. You know, I mean, the Europeans are white. We're Christians. They came over here and founded this land, established our government. I'm not sure about Canada. You guys are fucked up. You know, you wouldn't last a minute face to face with me, Sebastian. You're a dumb motherfucker. You never held a job longer than 6 months. Or I don't know how the fuck you guys get by. I have no idea. That's his truck. That sounds louder than usual. What do you mean we? You haven't done shit, Sebastian. I'm waiting for you to come in with your other accounts. I'm waiting for you to come in with your other accounts and talk to yourself, Sebastian. Remember when Wiggin gave me a wrench and I did that to you in his chat? just to fuck with you. You're really not very smart. I've fooled you many times with my clones. Even clones you, you get mad at a fucker. That's why you won't show your face, because you can't handle it. Duh, you lying hypocrite. Duh, you lying hypocrite. Duh. Bye. I should just ban that fucker is what I should do. Keep it banned. That's a good idea. That's a good idea, Sebastian. Thanks for coming in so I can ban that account. Now if I block you, it won't matter. Now if you block me anyways. You my account I'm using in here, you got that blocked. You think you're gonna come into my chat and fucking post at me, having me blocked? Fuck you. Just for that reason right there. What is making all that noise?
Thank you for all you do on the radio show. What a nice call. Thank you very much. Weekdays, noon to 3, News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Blowing out your birthday candles should be easy. But if you have undiagnosed COPD, you may find yourself short of breath. Early diagnosis and treatment can add years to your life. If you have symptoms like wheezing or chronic cough, talk to your doctor and visit COPDfoundation.org today.
Every time I feel my baby kick, I sing. You don't understand. I never sing. I'm not good at singing. I'm the only person I know who's been booed off a karaoke stage. But that was before I was pregnant. Today, I'm a singer with a captive audience of one. She doesn't boo me. She never will. We know how it feels. We're the March of Dimes. Find out how we can help you have a healthier baby at marchofdimesbaby.org.
Making sense of your world.
Let's get back to common sense.
WMAL's Vince Cullinane, weekdays at noon.
Now that should give you a lot of focus for hope.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
You've built a life, a career, a family, but maybe there's one goal you've been putting on hold. At Jefferson Community College,
Give it a rest, G. Skirt.
college degree.
If you say any more, I'm going to fucking time you out. Just shut the fuck up. I'm serious. No more. Stop. I'm going to hammer you. I'm serious.
Your future starts now at Jefferson Community College. Learn more.
Stop trying to aggravate me.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta. By age 35, 2/3 of American men will experience some degree of noticeable hair loss. And by age 50, about 85% of men will have significantly thinner hair.
No, a guy across the street, he has a small bulldozer. And I couldn't see what he was doing because he's got a big trailer in the yard. It's a Kubota. He's got a dozer and he has a what the hell you call them there? Track hole. Small one, a Kubota. Small track hole. That's what's running. That's what I saw in my head. I think he just got it because I hadn't seen him with it. He just brought it home this spring.
That's why Starlight Children's Foundation delivers
Guy across the street, he plows my driveway.
Learn more at starlight.org.
And I don't even drive a car. At the bum rides.
And you didn't make the move, please check them out again. And if you're wondering, is the Parks Network really as good as the overpriced big guys? Try it out for 30 days.
Yeah, we're always glad to see Tom come up, especially right now. He's been in the hospital, so, you know. It's good for the soul. Fuck you, Wigan.
Again, dial #250, switch to my wireless company, America's wireless company, Pure Talk.
Making sense of your world.
News Talk 105.9 WNAL. Making sense of the news. WNAL. Making sense of the forecast. Because you never know what Mother Nature has in store. Download the WNAL app to stream us for free.
All right, welcome back. It is the Michael Mann Show. Ben Ferguson with you. And if you just joined us, man, we've been talking about a lot of different issues tonight. I want to get to some of your phone calls. The number 1-877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Get your thoughts and your phone calls in here. Let me go to Walt, line 3 in Florida. Welcome. You're on the Michael Mann Show. Ben Ferguson with you.
Hi, how are you? Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely, go ahead.
I'm beside myself watching what's going on here. I've been hearing statistics of over 80% of America wants the Save America Act, and yet we're sitting on our thumbs and not getting anything done about it. Meanwhile, the blue states are going to end up taking back power in the midterms. And we're losing our majority, and just not really doing anything about it. And they're doing.
Let's talk about the SAVE Act for a second. All right, so because I think this is people need to understand why. The reason why the SAVE Act and Thune actually said this in an interview. I think it was last week. Not an interview. He said it behind closed door and got reported on. Thune straight up just came out and said that. Hey, I can't get this thing done. I don't have a majority anymore in the Senate because there's a bunch of cranky old Republicans that got kicked out of office. The guy in Louisiana, Cornyn in Texas, the list goes on, who are just disgruntled, angry men who are not doing what the American people say. You're right. The most bipartisan piece of legislation right now is actually the SAVE Act. Like, Americans want free, fair, and safe elections where they're not having their vote taken away or canceled out by an illegal immigrant or a dead person, right? Like, that's just a basic thing in voting. But what you have is you've got people that are just so angry. Cornyn, there was something, what was it today? I'm going to try to find it in my notes because I had this earlier in my notes. And it was just another example of Trump derangement syndrome. Here, I'm going to read this to you, okay? Cornyn on Rubio and Vance is the front runners for 2028. He said, "Don't tell Ted Cruz because Ted wants
almost like minute steak.
Like, he's so angry that
Doesn't take long to cook in a hot skillet.
Ted Cruz and didn't support Cornyn. That he just
Ribeye.
Angry. Even as Cornyn contended, he's not a
Delmonico.
YOLO caucus. He made clear that I am free to disagree. That might extend to at least one Republican.
Great popsicle.
He said he's thinking deeply about the future of his party, declining to opine on whether Secretary of State Marco Rubio or Vice President J.D. Vance should carry the banner because I don't want to jinx either one of them. He was clear about his fellow Texas senator, but don't tell Ted Cruz that because Ted wants to be the next president. Cruz, by the way, and this is how bitter he is, did not endorse Cornyn for re-election either. Ted's entitled to make his own choices. I'm not bitter, Cornyn said. Okay, sure.
Fuck you, Tom Flash, you stupid punk.
And they don't necessarily care a whole lot about anybody.
Be thankful I don't report you.
But I think that's kind of reality. So I wish you luck. Oh, yeah.
I'm here so you can make a fool of yourself, Tom Flash. So continue.
Is that you've got guys like that are still there until the end of the year. And they're basically now said, well, Donald Trump didn't come in and save me. Donald Trump didn't endorse Cornyn. So I'm going to screw Donald Trump every chance I get. And Donald Trump wants to say that. And Donald Trump wants to have a big victory going into midterms. And I'm not on the ballot because I lost the primary. So screw all you guys.
Look at the gays over there at Tom Flash's. There's Mike Harrison in Tom Flash's chat. Wow, Mike Harrison, you're a Tom Flash fan, huh? Wow.
And that's how little they care about Americans. Well, that's how little they care about you and what you voted for. They don't respect the voters. And so what he's dealing with is he's dealing with a mutiny of those that were kicked out of office by the American people. So I don't think done the same, to be honest with you, because of the reasons I just described to you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it looks to me like it's just going to be business as usual in Washington, and we're still going to get nothing done, even though we have the Oval Office and the Senate and the House for a year and a half now, and it's all going to be for naught because the blue states are going to end up coming back in and taking power back illegally, I might add, because the Save America Act, there's already laws on there, and you said this less than 20 minutes ago. You said, yes, there are laws of integrity. That's one of the
Went down the wrong way.
American citizens. Both are leaders.
Oh, I sniffed.
I agree with you. God bless you. I got to take a break. We'll come back. 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Ben Ferguson filling in for the great Lamar Cleven. Don't forget, follow me during the break on X Ben Ferguson Show. We'll be right back.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
You've built a life, a career, a family, but maybe there's one goal you've been putting on hold. At Jefferson Community College, it's never too late to earn your college degree. With flexible programs, supportive faculty, and a campus close to home, Jefferson is built for busy adults, just like you. And now, through the SUNY Reconnect program, certain degrees can be earned tuition-free for eligible adults. Invest in yourself. Your future starts now at Jefferson Community College. More at SUNY-Jefferson.edu.
It's Vince. I love cars. I love PCU Fast in Chantilly. Right now, they've got a great deal on powder coating your car wheels. Get all 4 wheels powder coated for just $850, including the mount and balance. Terms apply. Powder coating your wheels by PCU Fast doesn't just look great. It resists chips.
Almost choked. Caught in my throat.
Or call 703-705-9220.
I still have my tonsils.
705-9220.
With Squarespace, you can
They thought getting tonsillitis. That'd suck.
When you make a website with Squarespace, you can turn your solo birdwatching walks into a booked tour seeking the rarest species. Or your backyard band practice into sold-out shows and sold-out merch. And your smoothest ski skills into a slope school for beginners. When you make a website with Squarespace, a website makes it real. Use
I'm your content, Tom Flash. Right now, I'm Tom Flash's content right now. They don't have nothing else to say in this chat except about me. Hi, Catherine.
WMAL FM Woodbridge, WMAL Washington.
Yeah, fucking pot, drive my throat out. If I can caught my throat. Yeah, it's fucking.
Iranian assets could also be a benefit to American farmers.
They're supposed to use money to buy food for their people because right now the people are very hungry and they're buying it exclusively.
Wow. Almost choked on a popsicle. Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Went down the wrong pipe. I breathed in a popsicle juice. Well, we're being restreamed, Tom. Right now, I'm Tom Flash's content. Mike Harrison is over there. Bud is there. Absolute moron. That's another fucking Sebastian clone. Him and Logico and Petros and all them dumb fucks. That's who's over there with Tom Flash. Not Ramona. Oh, Empress is playing with a full deck as yeah, that's enough attention for him.
President Trump claims vandals are responsible for the blue paint that's floating at the top of the reflecting pool at the Lincoln Memorial. He says so far.
Holy fucking choke. Choked to death.
Listening to Fox News.
WMAL News Time is 8:02. I'm Jason Hayden. Virginia state government will not be shutting down after the House and Senate approved the two-year budget and sent it to the governor.
The debate over data center tax breaks stretched budget passage to the 11th hour.
Trying to find the right balance between compromising with the House and the government and having something that made the data centers pay their fair share.
Senate Finance Committee Chair Louise Lucas.
This budget achieves that right balance.
It keeps the controversial data center tax exemption, but adds an energy consumption fee. Republican Senator Glenn Sturtevant.
Doesn't make data centers pay the full cost of the burden that they're putting on our electric.
Reporting from WMAL and WMAL.com.
Gas prices dropped for the 6th week in a row, but analysts don't take much comfort in that.
Every couple of hours, we're seeing not really seismic shifts, but new development.
Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy points to a price spike Sunday when Iran announced it was closing the Strait of Hormuz. That spike faded, as many do. Overall, though, the news is good. Gas prices down 6 weeks in a row to $3.85 nationally. Diesel prices down as well, but don't expect big gains in trucking costs.
Diesel is certainly one of the elements. For truck drivers, people can crack down on CDLs nationwide. Trucking rates are still very elevated.
Around here, the average 404 in D.C., 379 in Maryland, 368 in Virginia. John Watkins on WMAL and WMAL.com.
Yeah, we got about an hour left of the news.
The problem is a relatively small number of dealers whose firearms repeatedly show up at crime scenes and whose business practices raise serious concerns.
Attorney General Jay Jones, alongside Bill's sponsor, Delegate Dan Helmer, Fairfax County Democrat.
Dealers that sell firearms to prohibited purchasers and gun traffickers.
Uh-oh.
President Biden's adds. For WMAL and WMAL.com.
The latest news recently from WMAL.
And now Tom's even reading the chat. Are you reading the chat, Tom?
What?
You're probably not even reading the chat, are you?
No, I can't see it.
And I got people in there talking about you, and I asked Yee Skirt not to say anything anymore, but he wants to post. Should I time that motherfucker out? I'm thinking.
Up to you.
Tom, we appreciate you going up on panel and not saying anything. Now, Hoosier Girl is asking me if German lady abandoned me.
Probably.
No. Well, if she does, it isn't going to make a difference.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
If she does, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm not going to fucking change. Why should I fucking change for these motherfuckers? But I don't think she's gonna. That person genuinely likes me, and they can't take it. And if she doesn't genuinely like me, then, you know, Green Acres is the place for me. I'm living is the life of luxury.
Hey, that'd be a good nickname for Jarl Wiggin.
Arnold
Zippel.
Farrell. Do not
Arnold Zippel.
Hold on a second. Do not be posting the word pedo in my side chat. Anybody that uses that word in here, I'm timing you out. I'm fucking timing you out. If you use that fucking word to anybody, I'm timing you out. Do not use the word pedo. Don't use it in your name and don't use it in the sentence. And I'm gonna get fucking pissed.
Take right back to last time you moaned.
Brickhouse Nutrition.
There, I do what I want, Elvero.
Thank you.
FM and streaming worldwide on the WMAL app. Mark Levin.
Mark Levin, Ben Ferguson filling in for the great one who is in Israel, and we'll be back with.
Whoop, one way. That fucking dude go off on me. The fuck. Excuse me. Almost choked on that popsicle. Yeah, they got to play commercial. It's fucking live.
Helping procurement managers keep buildings running so people can keep working. Call, click, or stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NACA, we guide you home.
For more than 30 years, Fisher House Foundation has provided families of wounded, injured, and ill service members and veterans a home away from home at no cost, because a family's love is good medicine. Learn more at fisherhouse.org.
And are adhered to, obeyed, and in full force and effect, the statement continued. Now, the latest bulletin from the Joint Maritime Information Center, which raises risk advisory level for the Strait of Hormuz to moderate. And the Strait is, quote, now open. JMIC has an update on Sunday that said traffic flows are increasing, so not decreasing, even though Iran said that the strait was closed. Well, the number of ships going through increased. They said navigational system interference and wider regional military activity continues to warrant caution. Navigational interference includes fueling and surveillance activity by Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard, the IRGC. Reuters reported on Monday that oil and liquid natural gas tankers are indeed moving through the Strait of Hormuz, and traffic is picking up. They said LNG tankers controlled by Qatar headed into the Gulf and through the Strait on Monday, while two super tankers, which can carry up to 4 million barrels of crude alone, crossed into the Gulf, with one signaling its destination as the Iraqi port, Basra. The data from the ship tracker also confirmed that. They said two smaller crude tankers carrying just under 2 million barrels of oil in total sailed Hormuz into the Gulf of Oman on Monday, citing a different set of ship tracking data for that. So what we now know, it's clear now that this is apparently what Iran says, and their propaganda doesn't actually match reality. I think it's fair to say yet again. Now, Reuters also noted that more ships could be passing through the strait with their automatic information system, or AIS transponders, turned off for safety. They said, based on visual observations, traffic does seem to slow considerably after the IRG said that the strait was closed again, falling from 26 ships spotted on Saturday to just on Sunday. So when they say something like this, it does have an impact. Now, the Ministry of Oceans and Fisheries also said on Monday that two ships operated by South Korea have been able to pass safely through the strait since the MOU was signed. The ministry provided a few further details in the interest of safety because the ships have not yet fully exited what is described as a high-risk zone. They mentioned that neither of them is crewed by South Koreans or currently headed for port in South Korea. They listed also intelligence, Lloyd's List Intelligence said on Sunday that commercial traffic, quote, continued to move through the strait over the weekend despite repeated Iranian claims that it had closed the waterway in response to what it described as Israel's violation of a ceasefire because of them targeting terrorists in Lebanon. Now, another American intelligence company known as Windward, with its own analysis, that traffic through the southern corridor was not reflecting any closure. They noted that the strait was nowhere near returning to its pre-war traffic loads based on the traffic data. Windward split the analytical difference by observing that high visibility traffic with transponders switched on had stalled even before the IRGC declared the strait was closed on Saturday. So they're turning off the transponders for safety reasons. They said 12 transits a day, down from 21 on June 20th, neutral and European absent 5 of the 7 inbound vessels dark, Windward said. So again, that means that they're turning off their transponders because they feel like that gives them a better chance of safely passing through the strait. They said the current traffic profile is dark, sanctioned, and Iran-linked.
Kane, that's it, 9/24/55.
Straight, the analyst concluded there. So this is what the vice president is having to deal with right now. This is what the president's having to deal with right now. This is what the Trump administration's having to deal with right now. And honestly, this is what the world's having to deal with.
Thank you. And then in an hour, I'll bring back your nighttime meds and the Deloitte shot. So you want the PRN thing?
Cold War. You're describing the latest update. As Vance said, Trump wants to focus on Iran's actions, I guess more than their words. Listen carefully to their words.
Yeah, a blood clot in my leg.
I heard department syndrome, huh?
The United States negotiations here in the beautiful part of the world, was in Switzerland, with the Iranian delegation saying that he's achieved success in setting up.
I'm gonna keep putting it in throughout the night.
Ceasefire. Speakers to come in, program, but
robbing.
That says we don't know exactly what that means, and if history is any guide, it might not mean much.
Adding that it's been very positive talk about getting that, but continues to prices lower now near 70. Hovering all-time high, so to be that. We have reason to believe that the White House is happy with what they've seen so far, John.
And the word from the administration, and you and I know this because we were on a call with the senior administration official a little more than a week ago.
No, it's okay. It was beeping. I just want to go ahead and place it.
I had no idea I was hooked up to that big old thing.
Long storied career.
They hook a mag right up to you, and it runs over like an hour or two.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have much more on that and reaction to it coming up. Meanwhile, the judge and the
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir. Well, now you're not. So
Vice President, we don't know what that means, referring to this. And if history is any guide, that might not mean much. Those are the words from Fox News Channel. I think it's interesting how blunt they were there after the vice president kind of gave his update of where we are. Now, the president of the United States of America, about the oil sales and can he was asked a question from a reporter. The reporter question, I'm going to say it for you and then play it so that it's harder to hear. The reporter to Trump said, can you ensure that the Iranians won't use profit from oil sales to rebuild their military? Listen carefully.
Well, they're not supposed to be doing that, so we'll see. We're supposed to use money to buy food for their people because right now the people are very hungry and they're buying exclusively from this corn, soybeans. Money. I hope it's a lot of money.
Now, what's interesting about what the president there, and that brings us back to another story, is now are being told from the vice president, J.D. Vance, and the president that frozen Iranian funds would not be released unless the United States continues to see progress, while describing a catharsis as an oversight mechanism for funds that can be used to buy American soybeans. Vance has remarked came after a reporter asked whether Iran had already agreed that frozen funds could be used to buy American soybeans. Vance replied, yeah. That was something that came up yesterday. We actually asked the Qataris to help us set up the mechanism so that we could ensure that the money goes where we want it to go. And they agreed to that. We have a good relationship, obviously, with them and a good operational oversight mechanism in place. But even with that said, even caveat, it's going to benefit American farmers and obviously benefit the people of Iran. We want both. But fundamentally, the money is not going to be unfrozen unless we continue to see progress. And that will obviously be a big part of the negotiations in the days to come. Now, the comments follow the release of the memo of understanding between the United States and Iran, which the White House confirmed after the full text was shared with reporters. The memo said the United States and Iran had jointly agreed in good faith to terms involving the current conflict, the current state of Iran's nuclear program, and negotiations towards a quote-unquote final deal. The memo also stated the United States would make fully available for use the frozen and restricted funds and assets of Iran implementation of the MOU. Two countries mutually agree on procedures for releasing these funds during the negotiations, and the text said that such funds, whether kept in the original account or transferred, would be fully usable for payment to an unlimited beneficiary designated by the central bank of Iran. That is where a lot of conservatives started screaming, I was one of them, over this massive red flag. And that's why the question that was asked there of the president was an important one. Now, you can hear the vice president saying, no, we've got this, everything's fine. Again, it goes back to the issue of trust but verify. President Trump also asked if he would risk worldwide depression and strike Iran again. So again, the media with their doom or gloom questioning, continuing, listen.
Iran could cause a worldwide depression, as you noted, Mr. President. Are you willing to risk economic catastrophe and strike Iran?
Well, not the way wait. Let me just hit pause there. I want you to hear the president, and I don't want to interrupt him. I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to come back, and I'll let you hear what the president had to say in response to that right after this.
News Talk 105.9 WMAL, making sense of the news.
Are home draining your wallet? We can help. Let Cinch Home Services give you the peace of mind you need. For nearly 50 years, millions have trusted our repair plans to keep their homes running. Get an affordable plan today and take the worry out of homeownership. Sign up now and save 30% on any plan. Appliance and system breakdowns are going to happen. Be prepared with a plan from Cinch Home Services and get 30% off today. Visit shopcinch.com/listen. Plan and terms apply.
Air traffic controllers guide tens of thousands of flights every day, getting passengers and cargo to their destination safely. Aviation professionals always answer the call, but they can't do it alone. We must invest in modern equipment, facilities, and controller staffing. NACA, we guide you home.
It's June. It's Just Lunch is celebrating 35 years of helping people meet the right way. While dating apps come and go, their approach has stayed the same. Real matchmakers, real conversations, and real connections. They get to know you personally, hand select your matches, and handle all the planning based on your availability. Contact It's Just Lunch today. Find out how to start dating with It's Just Lunch's 35th anniversary special. Call 202-466-4333 or visit itsjustlunchdc.com.
How did I lose weight? And I did. Lean right here. I did. I love this stuff. Listen, Brickhouse Nutrition been with me for a long time. So Chandler Miles, I'm up at 235. True story. I never minded being 235, but you know what minded? My knees that were falling apart and my back. I'm I don't know what, before I started really lifting, probably about 190. So 235 was a lot. I said, I got to loosen LBs, Miles. He said, Dan, we're going to stick our team of docs and researchers on it. We're going to get you a really good product because I don't want to take a lot of these needles and stuff. You know what he did? He got lean. He got lean using LEA, and the product works. Me and Paula both use it. I'm now down about 200, 202. Losing weight's a pain. I've been there. You look in the mirror, you're getting a little gooey as you get older. No good. Brickhouse Nutrition is one of the best products out there. It works like GLP-1s. Most of the blood sugar. So you need less. There's really no
I do with it.
That's what lean is without the needles. It complicates the benefits. Lean supports healthy blood sugar, cravings, it drives snacking and cravings. I'm telling you, I cannot quit it, use it myself. Get healthier, lose that unnecessary pounds. Right? Lean goes a step further. Helps your body burn fat, turn it into energy instead of storing it. No prescriptions, no needles. You've been thinking about losing weight. Let's go. No more wasting time. Try it today. Just give it a shot. I'm not confident it's going to work for you. Go to BrickHouseNutrition.com/Dan. Use promo code Dan, my first name, for 20% off. Paula just bought some of this last night. Bought some of this. BrickHouseNutrition.com/Dan. Promo code Dan. Pick up your bottle of lean today. Give it a shot. These things have not been evaluated by the FDA. It's not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent any disease. It's not a substitute for care. Thank you.
Now entering the cage of doom, Algebra 2! Who will step up to his challenge?
Yeah, take on the tough classes now. You need them to prepare for college. Find out which classes you need at knowhowtogo.org.
Brought to you by the American Council on Education, Lumina Foundation for Education, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Kathy Bates. Anyone will tell you battling cancer is not pretty, and neither are the complications like lymphedema, a chronic disease that can leave anyone undergoing cancer treatment lifeline, swelling, and affecting one's entire body and sense of self. If you're facing a cancer diagnosis, discuss lymphedema with your doctor. With knowledge and action, we can learn and live. Learn at lymphaticnetwork.org.
I don't know what burn pits exposed me to, but I know that under the PACT Act, I now have VA care, and I get the disability benefits I need to keep going. VA is keeping its promise to veterans.
It's no secret that we've all had to use our credit cards more, especially during the Biden regime, and those double-digit interest rates are quietly...
Tom!
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take off.
Okay.
Hold on a second, though, before I take off. All right. I don't want to go check the Yankee game, and I got to pick up. I ate earlier, and I'm hungry again. I haven't had dinner and shit, so I'm going to call it quits for the evening. And right now, Tom Flash is live. I was listening to him a little bit, and so he's rerun. He's got me up there. He's all mad at German lady. He's talking about eating out Rusty, and it's just. So I'm going to drop off because that's going to piss him off. And I'm glad you come up tonight. I know you're still alive, but you're in the hospital, so you're welcome to come here anytime you want, Tom. Fuck these cocksuckers. That German lady's been on him pretty good. I wouldn't doubt she's sleeping right now. If she's listening to Tom Flash, that's where the feud is right now. So they're going after German lady and Jan Chicken Army. Hoosier Girl has a wrench in Vader's chat. Vader still hasn't gone live yet. I've had a long day. I was up early this morning. Ain't gonna be long. It's gonna be 4th of July.
Yeah, time's going by fast.
Isn't that? All right. Monday night. You don't really follow sports too much, do you?
No. Never have, never will.
I'm watching a little bit of baseball. I'm watching the Yankees. That's how us Yankee fans are. If the Yankee game, we don't give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run, man.
Now I might be back live later on, so hey, I understand you're in the hospital. Must be. Are you sharing a room with somebody, or is it open?
I'm sharing a room right now.
That's the only thing that sucks about being in the hospital. I mean, under certain circumstances, they'll have you in a single room when they move you around. You must have been in ICU for quite a bit then, huh?
Oh yeah. Several months.
Well, I'm glad you come up again. Keep your eye out. I'll be live again, okay, Bob?
Okay.
All right. Try not. Hey, Tom Flash is live. If you think you want to go look around, do you ever go to Rusty's chat and watch?
Nah.
Listen. Yeah. They're all making cartoons. They're all using AI. They're playing with the technology. It's it's like kids in a sandbox. So, all right, Tom. God bless you, my friend. Okay. Bye, Syed. I'm at 7. I'll be back later.